The awakening of energy sensitivity. Have you ever felt that you carry the weight of emotions around you, even when they're yours? As if suddenly a friend's sadness or a coworker's anxiety becomes your own? If the answer is yes, you might be an empath, someone with heightened energy sensitivity, capable of absorbing the emotions and energies from the environment and people around you. But what does this mean for your spiritual journey? And how can you transform this sensitivity into a strength rather than a weakness? The truth is that many empaths feel overwhelmed, as if they were constantly swimming in a sea of other people's energies. And often this sensation can lead to emotional and even physical exhaustion. But what if I told you that this sensitivity is a spiritual gift, a calling for a deeper connection with the divine and the world around you? Throughout this video, you'll discover how to strengthen your spiritual energy, protecting yourself from emotional drainage, and learning to flow with the energy around you without being consumed by it. Imagine a person who, since childhood, could feel the emotional climate of a room as soon as they entered it. They didn't understand why on some days they would wake up full of vitality, while on others they seemed to carry a heavy cloud over their shoulders. Years later, they discovered they were an empath, someone who deeply feels the energies around them. But how did they learn to deal with this? How did they transform this sensitivity into a tool for energy healing and personal growth? The answer lies in the journey you're about to begin. In this first chapter, we'll explore what it means to be an empath and how this sensitivity is deeply connected to your spiritual awakening. You'll learn to identify the signs that you're absorbing others' energies and how to start establishing healthy boundaries. But before we dive into these details, I want you to reflect. How do you feel after a day surrounded by people? Energized or exhausted? The answer can reveal a lot about your energy sensitivity. Now, let's begin this journey together. By the end of this chapter, you'll have the first tools to understand and protect your spiritual energy. And in the next chapter, we'll explore how you can transform this sensitivity into a source of power and connection with the divine. But before proceeding, I want to know, have you identified with any of these experiences? How do you deal with the emotions around you? Transforming sensitivity into spiritual strength. In the previous chapter, we explored what it means to be an empath and how energy sensitivity can be both a gift and a challenge. Now, let's dive into how to transform this sensitivity into a powerful spiritual force. Imagine your sensitivity as a finely tuned antenna, capable of picking up frequencies that many don't perceive. But for this antenna not to become a source of overload, we need to learn to control and direct this energy. The first step is recognizing that your sensitivity is a spiritual gift. Instead of seeing it as a weakness, start seeing it as a deep connection to the universal energy field. This connection can be a bridge to the divine, allowing you to feel and understand others' needs in a unique way. But for this to happen, it's essential to strengthen your own spiritual energy. A powerful practice to begin with is energy cleansing. Just as we take a shower to clean our physical body, we need to cleanse our energy field daily. A simple technique is to visualize white or golden light surrounding your body, removing any dense or negative energy you might have absorbed. While doing this, repeat an affirmation like, "I release all energies that are not mine," and connect with the divine light that strengthens me. This practice not only protects your energy but also reinforces your connection with the spiritual. Another important step is learning to establish energy boundaries. Many empaths have difficulty saying no or feel guilty about prioritizing their own needs. However, setting boundaries isn't selfish. It's a form of self-care and respect for your spiritual journey. Try creating an energy shield before entering intense environments or interacting with people who tend to drain your energy. Visualize a bubble of light around you, allowing only love and positive energy to enter. Now, let's return to the story of the person we mentioned in the previous chapter. After years of struggling with emotional exhaustion, they began practicing spiritual energy cleansing and establishing clear boundaries. Over time, they realized that their sensitivity was no longer a burden but a tool to help others. They learned to discern when they were absorbing others' energies and how to protect themselves, keeping their own energy flowing in a balanced way. In the next chapter, we'll explore how prayer and meditation can become powerful allies in your journey as an empath. You'll discover how these practices can help you connect with the positive energy of the divine and keep your energy field strengthened. But before proceeding, I want to know, how do you feel about establishing energy boundaries. Have you tried any energy cleansing technique, prayer, and meditation? Allies in the empath's journey. In the previous chapter, we talked about how to transform your sensitivity into spiritual strength through energy cleansing and establishing boundaries. Now let's explore two practices that can further elevate your connection with the divine and strengthen your energy field: prayer and meditation. These tools aren't just religious or spiritual rituals, they're powerful channels to align your energy with the spiritual energy of the universe. For many empaths, prayer is a natural refuge. It's a moment of surrender, where you can release the burdens you've absorbed and connect with a greater force. But prayer doesn't need to be just a request for help. It can be an intimate conversation with the divine, a moment of gratitude and recognition of God's presence in your life. When you pray with an open heart, you're strengthening your spiritual connection and creating a sacred space within yourself. Meditation, on the other hand, is a practice that allows you to quiet the mind and tune into the positive energy around you. For empaths, this is especially important, as it helps calm the emotional turbulence that often accompanies energy sensitivity. A simple technique is the light meditation. Sit in a quiet place, close your eyes, and visualize golden light entering through the top of your head, filling every part of your body. As the light expands, imagine it purifying and strengthening your energy field. Together, prayer and meditation create a balance between speaking and listening, the active and the receptive. While prayer allows you to express your emotions and intentions, meditation opens space to receive guidance and clarity. These practices not only strengthen your spiritual journey, but also help maintain your energy flowing harmoniously. Let's return to the story of the person we mentioned in previous chapters. After incorporating prayer and meditation into their daily routine, they began to notice a profound change in how they dealt with the energies around them. Prayer became their moment of release and renewal, while meditation helped them find inner peace even amid chaos. Over time, they realized these practices not only protected them, but also expanded their capacity to help others in a more conscious and balanced way. In the next chapter, we'll explore how nature and the elements can be powerful allies in your energy healing. You'll discover how earth, water, air, and fire can help you reconnect with your essence and strengthen your spiritual energy. But before proceeding, I want to know, how do prayer and meditation fit into your life? Have you tried any of these practices to deal with your energy sensitivity? Reconnecting with nature. Healing through the elements. In previous chapters, we explored how energy cleansing, prayer, and meditation can strengthen your spiritual energy and help you deal with energy sensitivity. Now, let's turn to a source of healing that has been around us since the beginning of time. Nature. The elements of earth, water, air, and fire aren't just parts of the physical world, they are manifestations of the spiritual energy that permeates everything. And as an empath, you can learn to reconnect with these elements to restore and balance your energy field. Let's start with earth, the element that offers us stability and grounding. Many empaths feel disconnected or floating when they absorb too many outside energies. A simple practice to reconnect with earth is to walk barefoot on grass, sand, or soil. Feel the texture under your feet and imagine roots growing from them, firmly anchoring you to the ground. This practice not only helps release dense energies, but also brings a sense of safety and belonging. Water, in turn, is an element of purification and flow. It reminds us that, like a river, our emotions and energies need to flow, not become stagnant. A bath with coarse salt or a dip in the sea can be a powerful form of energy cleansing. As water runs over you, visualize all heavy energies being washed away and carried off. If you don't have access to a body of water, even washing your hands with intention can be a revitalizing practice. Air represents freedom and mental clarity. Conscious breathing is one of the simplest ways to reconnect with this element. Try the square breathing technique. Inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 4 seconds, exhale for 4 seconds, and hold again for 4 seconds. Repeat this cycle several times, imagining that each breath brings positive energy and removes any emotional turbulence. Finally, fire is the element of transformation and passion. It reminds us that we can transmute negative energies into something powerful and luminous. Lighting a candle with intention can be a simple and deeply spiritual practice. While observing the flame, visualize it burning away all energies that no longer serve your spiritual growth. Now, let's return to the story of the person we've been following. After incorporating nature connection practices into their routine, they began to feel a profound change in their energy sensitivity. Walking barefoot on grass in the morning became a sacred ritual, and salt baths helped them release accumulated energies throughout the day. They discovered that by reconnecting with the elements, they not only protected themselves but also felt more alive and aligned with their spiritual journey. In the next chapter, we'll explore how community and relationships can influence your spiritual energy. You'll discover how to choose people who nourish your soul and how to create an environment that supports your sensitivity. But before proceeding, I want to know, how do you connect with nature? Have you tried any practices involving the elements to balance your energy, community, and relationships? Choosing connections that nourish the soul. In previous chapters, we explored how individual practices like energy cleansing, prayer, meditation, and connection with nature can strengthen your spiritual energy. Now, let's address a crucial aspect that is often neglected: the impact of people around you. As an empath, you are deeply influenced by the energies of people you interact with. Therefore, it's essential to choose relationships that nourish your soul and create a community that supports your spiritual journey. The first step is learning to discern between relationships that elevate and those that drain. Think about the people you spend the most time with. How do you feel after being with them? Energized, inspired, and at peace? Or exhausted, confused, and emotionally drained? As an empath, you have a natural tendency to want to help and heal others, but it's important to remember that you can't carry the weight of the world alone. Establishing healthy boundaries also means choosing to be close to people who respect your energy and contribute to your spiritual growth. A powerful practice is creating a sacred circle of people who share your values and intentions. These are people with whom you can be authentic, share your struggles, and celebrate your victories without fear of judgment. This circle may include family members, friends, mentors, or members of a spiritual community. By surrounding yourself with people who vibrate at a frequency similar to yours, you create an environment that strengthens your positive energy and protects your energy field. But what about when you need to interact with people who drain your energy? In these cases, having protection strategies is essential. Before entering potentially challenging social situations, visualize a shield of light around you, allowing only love and good intentions to enter. Also, practice the art of compassion without excessive involvement. You can feel empathy for others without absorbing their energies. Remember that helping someone doesn't mean carrying their pain. Let's return to the story of the person we've been following. After realizing that some relationships were draining their energy, they began making more conscious choices about who they spent time with. They drew closer to people who inspired and supported them in their spiritual journey, and learned to distance themselves from toxic situations without guilt. Over time, they realized that by choosing connections that nourished their soul, they not only protected themselves, but also became a source of light and inspiration for others. In the next chapter, we'll explore how to integrate all these practices into a daily routine that strengthens your spiritual energy and supports your sensitivity. You'll discover how to create a personalized plan that works for you, allowing you to fully live your mission as an empath. But before proceeding, I want to know, how do you choose the people you relate to? Have you felt the difference between being with someone who elevates your energy and someone who drains it? Integrating spiritual practices into daily routine, we've reached the final chapter of this journey, where everything we've explored until now comes together in a practical and personalized plan. In previous chapters, we talked about energy cleansing, prayer, meditation, connection with nature, and the importance of healthy relationships. Now, it's time to integrate these practices into a daily routine that strengthens your spiritual energy and supports your sensitivity as an empath. After all, true transformation happens when spiritual practices become part of your daily life. Let's start with the morning, a sacred moment to set the intention for your day. Upon waking, set aside a few minutes for a practice of gratitude and energy cleansing. It can be a simple prayer, thanking for the new day, or a visualization of light surrounding your body. Then, dedicate 5 to 10 minutes to meditation, tuning into the positive energy of the universe. This practice not only prepares your mind and spirit for the day, but also creates a protective shield around you. Throughout the day, be aware of signs that you're absorbing others' energies. If you feel overwhelmed, take short breaks to breathe deeply and reconnect with your center. An effective technique is grounding breath. Inhale deeply, imagining you're pulling energy from the earth, and exhale, releasing any tension or dense energy. These small moments of reconnection can make a big difference in maintaining your energy field. At night, set aside time to disconnect from the day's energies. A powerful practice is the energy cleansing bath, where you visualize water washing away all energies that aren't yours. If you prefer, you can do an evening meditation, reflecting on the day and releasing any emotions or experiences that no longer serve your spiritual growth. Before sleep, give thanks for the day's lessons and blessings, preparing yourself for restorative sleep. Now, let's return to the story of the person we followed since the beginning. After integrating these practices into their daily routine, they noticed a profound change in how they dealt with their energy sensitivity. Mornings became sacred moments of connection with the divine, and breaks throughout the day helped them maintain balance. At night, the cleansing bath and meditation became rituals that prepared them for peaceful and renewing sleep. Over time, they realized that their sensitivity was no longer a source of exhaustion, but a powerful tool to help others and live their spiritual journey with fullness. At the end of this journey, I want to leave you with a reflection. How can you begin to integrate these practices into your life? What small step can you take today to strengthen your spiritual energy and honor your sensitivity as an empath? Remember that transformation is a process, and every step counts. This is the end of our guide, but just the beginning of your journey. If you enjoyed this content and wish to go even deeper, leave a comment sharing your experience, or subscribe to the channel for more inspiring videos. May your spiritual energy continue to flow with love, light, and purpose. Until next time.